had all the Teenage Engineering Field System bits and you tried to make a lo-fi beat with them. Well, in this video, we're going to do just that. Like, we've actually got all of the bits and bobs of the Field System, right?
Yeah.
This is Matt, by the way, who is repping Teenage Engineering.
Hello.
And so let's see if we can do that. We can have like beats from the OP1 synths. We've got sounds you've recorded from the TP7. You've been out in York.
Yeah.
Like rocking the Minster, getting...
I'm hoping we can cut some B-roll here because I did film some on my phone.
Okay, sweet. Okay, good. So you've got sounds in here. We can sample them in. We've got the TX6 mixer. We can play those sounds, affect them. We can do quite a lot of stuff. Plus, we have the CM15. We could... I don't know if you've recorded anything with this, but we could. We could do some...
we could give that a go.
I mean, I'm not going to rap or sing, but we can try.
Same.
Well, how would you construct music with this little table of contraptions?
So the beauty of some of it is that there's a lot of flexibility and multifunction. So you don't need every single one to achieve the goal of making music. But the way we've got it set up is this is our kind of like bass. This is our tape machine, synthesizer, drum machine. And then we've got some extra sort of soundscapes and beds in the TP7. And both of those run into the mixer, which is then doing sort of master effects. You can EQ it. You can add some like punch-in bits as well. If we had a few more like pedals and stuff, you could also route it out like to an aux to like go to an effects pedal or something like that.
You could also connect a MIDI controller to it.
You can.
Like midify controls.
You can give yourself like a either extended board of controls or you know,
full
if
size.
You find
if you
this
don't
middle
want
row,
to use the little, you can use full size.
They do have grips on so that you can get in there. But if you would prefer do something live, whack your hands around to like the different controls, it does go out to MIDI as well.
Cool. So where do we start?
I think we probably start with a beat.
Okay. Famous last words.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Oh, in fact, actually, before we do that, we need to choose what kind of tape we're going to record to.
What?
So with the OP1F, you get different tape modes here. So if I hold shift and press tape, currently we're on the vintage 4-track. So the original one was what we'd call on here the studio 4-track, which is just like simple, clean 6-minute tape with 4 channels. The vintage 4-track has a bit more sort of source, a bit more kind of noise and saturation. And then we've got the Porter 4-track, which is like an old cassette.
Dirty as all.
Yeah.
So I feel like that, like...
It's either that or the
said
Disc
lo-fi
Mini, which is kind of digital. It was a like bad quality MP3 type thing.
Like the 90s are back, baby.
Yeah.
So I think we've got to go Porter Studio. If this
I agree.
And so this is going to impart character to everything that you record.
Yes. So if I just hit new here, it's just going to do us a tape, which will be completely blank. So you've got the cassette there.
Didn't cost us a penny. Amazing.
No. Okay. And just to sort of demonstrate that as well, if I get some drums and then we go back to the tape, you can kind of get the sense of there's a bit more noise, there's a bit more distortion.
Okay.
That'll become apparent as we do a bit more. So, I mean, what kind of tempo? Yeah,
I guess you go like tempo. 90 to 100, you know, you've got to be south of like 120, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we could go 95, meet you halfway. Or we could record slightly faster and then slow it down, which is usually quite...
That sounds amazing.
So maybe let's do 105 and then bring the tape speed down in a minute. Okay.
Do you have a metronome?
Here we go.
Do you like...
So yeah, I mean, this is where you can start to work in different ways. So I always feel more confident with the sequencer, but with sort of lo-fi beats, usually you're kind of playing something in a bit more. I think we can do both.
Yeah.
I think we could maybe set the basis of the track with something kind of sequenced already. So maybe some like hi-hats to act as a metronome and then play in like kick and snare below it. So I guess we should probably also choose some different drums. So we've got finer ones here, which are a bit more kind of acoustic sounding. How are the hi-hats on there? I think they'll work.
Sound good when it's slowed down as well.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll stick with that, which is good because we're already there. So we're going to use endless for this. If we just set the speed of them as well, I guess that'll probably be fine. And then we'll do like a big hit. So maybe there's a Yeah, there's an open one there.
The recording velocity,
Yes.
it can record velocity.
Yeah, it picks up velocity.
I don't realize that.
And it also, if I was to put in like another drum hit, it would also pick that up as well.
Yeah.
So you just have to start thinking like, on this step, is it going to be a kick and a snare and a hi-hat? Or, I mean, that would be quite a lot, but...
And you can go back until
you can.
Steps.
I think now that we've done it though, which is what I was saying in another video, it's start again once you let go of shift pretty much. So if we go...
Nailed it.
So I might put a bit of a swing on that, which will be... Oh no, that's you can do the play order. Actually, that might be...
Oh, cool.
Interesting to do it randomly, but it's going to throw that open one in.
I like what you had originally, just the standard, just nice and straight.
Okay. Where are you, swing? So shuffle or swing here. Quite like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so we'll go back to the tape. We're on track 1. The mix is pretty flat, so that's good. Hold record. And then also one thing about this is you can set the pitch as well, which is quite nice. So if we did want to start off with it already sounding like
pitch down,
but because we know we're going to do that later, we could probably start higher or just at this spot. I will set a loop. So we've already got the in point. Let's make it 2 bars for now. Right, stop back to the beginning and hold record, and then just away we go. Okay.
So what if we then slow it down?
So if we slow it down now.
Should we speed it up and then add the other beats? And
I think
I'm getting ahead of myself here, but
no, it's fine.
It's good.
That kind of thing. Just check if there's something like. You can hear all that noise building up on there too. So any other kind of symbols we might want?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this on there. There's another sound in there somewhere. Which... sorry, we'll probably cut through this, right? Or speed it up at least. Should we put a clap on there?
Yeah, defo.
Okay, we'll put that on the same one as this click.
I mean, that's definitely better. What? I really like that.
Oh, it was really loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It wants to be loose. Like the snare and the clap just want to be near each other, but like...
Maybe I'm too much of a neat freak with this stuff.
No. This is a lo-fi beat.
Okay. Well, in that spirit,
sloppy.
If we're feeling like this is balanced, we can go to the mixer quickly. We can put the... Oh, no. Sorry, that's the wrong one. The hi-hats on the first track, because we did that first. Could lean it over one way or the other. Maybe get the click and the clap just slightly off center. Cool.
So we slow it down now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be good.
Let's do that.
I mean, it's pulled out more of your timing that way.
Yeah. But weirdly, I like it more now.
It's the spirit.
Yeah.
Why not?
So maybe we should bounce that to a track just so that we take all of we've got that core of it. We don't need to split it out too much.
So to be clear, you did everything in separate layers so that you had control as you did it, but now you're going to squidge it together back.
Yeah. I mean, again, for safety.
No.
Okay.
It's got to be.
No safety.
I genuinely think that's one of the best things about the OP1 is the fact that it forces you to commit things as you go. And if it's not great or if there's a mistake, it probably isn't the difference between it being good or bad music. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one cares. Like, the idea is king, work faster, and if it's not brilliant, do something again or do it again, do another thing.
Yeah, if anything, it's just more practice.
Because you've got a computer to endlessly like worry about settings and tweak things ad infinitum. But the point of buying a device like this is that it's not about that. It's about just commit, do something, get it done. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my rant.
No, I agree
I'm just
with
frustrated with like habits that I have on a computer as well.
But if we wanted to split those layers out again and we delete them, we can't. So what I will do quickly, just in case someone does want to do that, to show that you can go back a little bit, is you can hold shift, pick up all the tracks and then drop them where they were. So it just fills it back in, but then you can drop them again. So we'll still work with that 2-bar loop, but we've got the layers.
I see what you mean. You've put them elsewhere.
Yeah. So to resample on the OP1, what we want to do is we want to pick that empty track there. If we hold shift and press the microphone button, we've got our input sources. I am going to switch that across to out in, which is the loop back. Right. So we've got it set, ready to go. We'll just check what the...
and to be clear here, you shifted your copy a bit further away from the end of what you did here.
Because I want it to run over so that I get the neat 2 bars that I can then cut and have that loop ready to go. Just for clarity there, because otherwise it would carry on just recording. I mean, we probably could have just left it there and cut the end, but we move, we keep going. Okay. So we hold record and press record there.
And now it's printing those 3 into track 4.
Yeah. So that's there. So I'll cut the end off.
This is what you mean. This is why you moved it there, because you don't want to like
run into the next one.
Run off. Yeah.
But now, hopefully, I'm right in saying if we mute 1, 2, and 3, we have it there. Okay. So that then means we can take out 1, 2, and 3. And we have our drum beat that we're going to work with that we can then add our layers to. Okay, so we've got the beat sorted. Maybe we could look at some sort of like lo-fi-esque sound, like an electric piano, or maybe like a piano sound or something like that. So in the sampler here, there are a few different things. Let's just see what's loaded up. Okay, we're already somewhere that's handily very useful to us.
It's just right there.
Okay, so that's running.
I mean, I actually really like that. And you can hear this sort of like...
just
like
along.
Cassette. Can you change that, or is it baked in? Do you know what I mean?
Fully baked in. So if we wanted to add any effects or anything like that, we can resample with the master effect on. It does the whole sort of chain with it back into a track. Maybe not now, but you know, it's absolutely possible. But you're kind of looking to work with what you've then got there. Okay, so what's next?
I feel like you need some kind of like a flute or one more sound that's needed. But I'm conscious we should maybe involve the TP7. So I wonder have you got some samples that are like a noise, something you could sample and make like a little sound out of?
Yeah.
Like a hit or something that could become like a tuned, characterful sound.
Let's have a listen to what we've got. So on here, I think we had some soundscape
Has this
stuff.
got your chorus on it?
So yeah. So just to explain what's going on here, we've got sounds on the TV7 and it's running through the mixer, which then has some punch-in effects as well. Let's see. I did do a few that could be punch-in. There's quite a lot going on in there. So maybe that's more like a bed.
Yeah.
So if I kind of...
That's a background bed for us.
So you're... not very harmonious, but...
I kind of like it though.
Maybe we cut a little low end out of that as well.
If they could just please retune those bells to help us out.
I think we can do something about that.
Oh.
It's a little... I'm still getting used to how this works exactly, but...
Oh my God. What?
Oh, that works.
That really works.
So you can change the playback speed on TP7. So as much as it is kind of like a dictaphone and multi-track recorder, you can change... It's actually playing backwards right now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I hear it. feel like there's a moment in there you could sample, but I also just really I'm enjoying how it sounds. Like you could add one more sound, but I think you've kind of nailed it.
Yeah, and as it kind of goes on it, I mean, what we can do as well, if we add that effect, just adds a bit of sort of width to it as well.
Are there other effects we can add to the OP1 just to like sort of pad it out on here, like master effects and things?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we could do, I mean, actually, I'll tell you what would sound better, and I don't know whether we want to unplug it to do this, but you can plug this through here and then put it through the master section where you can really press it.
So you don't necessarily need the TX6 in that?
I think it's just...
Still obviously buy a TX6, of course, that's not what we're saying.
I would say...
But you can. What you're saying is you can live input to the OP1 and then affect it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so maybe that would be a better way to do that if we can quickly just, rip that out of there. Pop that in there. I'll change the playback mode, or the input source rather, not playback mode. Wow. Unbelievable. So if we let that play now.
Oh, yeah.
And then we just change the volume here instead. But then we get to the mixer, we can then, now everything's affected by the master effects. We can do a bit of a press on the kind of output. Again, you balance that with this.
I think you've got to add a little bit of subby bass. Just like, I think that would just round it out. I would love to do some sampling in and stuff, but I think you get the idea. It's like you can use that as like a sort of field recorder, like getting sounds here and there, blend them in. I don't know. I know you can do that with the OP1 though, can't you? I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, but you could literally take an OP1, like people who take pictures on their iPad, out in the street.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take any of these out and just, because they're all battery operated and sort of work on this kind of stuff will capture these moments.
Field system.
Yeah.
You can be in a field.
Yeah. So we got that.
That sounds pretty good.
It's always a bit wobbly, so I'm never really sure whether it's... Because the notes don't line up.
It sounds pretty cool to me. It almost just wants to be more like subby, a real sub bass.
Yeah. I think with this one, it's just, bear with me here, I might be able to...
Oh, wow. Is this an FM synth? Or is this, what is that?
It's FM. I think as you introduce more of an FM out, sorry, I'll make it so you can see the screen with my awkward claw. Yeah. You can introduce more FM, but for a really subby bass, you can just take it out completely.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Let's see. Let's just play along to this. Oh, hang on.
Oh, that sounded great. Oh, yeah.
I'm not convinced that note's right. Oh, it will do.
It's close enough for, lo-fi beats to chill to or study to.
Let's just go with that then, shall we?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just worth a sync on the lo-fi chill beats YouTube
I would
channel.
think so. Oopsie.
That sounded good.
I've done it again.
I like that.
We'll go with your boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's just go for it. That's noisy.
It's got the noise. I like it.
Okay, that's in there now.
A little cheeky one there at the end. There you go. Matt, I think you've nailed the brief. Do you not think?
Yeah,
you're happy with that? That is like, that sounds good. That's good. That's decent. Oh, yeah. Bringing us home. And we could, there's so much more. This is just the start. Like, this is like your initial idea. You can take elements, start building up an arrangement. You can record in with your mic. You can record in through the OP1, all this, you know. Like, it's fun. It's fun.
And
it's like,
we can't end the video without using this guy.
Without putting it through the cow's guts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, nice. It's great. Well,
always good fun.
Sir, well done. Thank you so much. Now, find a little scratch on the, you can do a little, like, there you go. Where's that fresh when we need it?
It'll be in there somewhere.
And Matt, thank you so much for putting us through your cow's guts.
No worries.
Great. Links below, by the way, to the entire OP1 field system. There are other videos that we've shot with Matt, so check them out and subscribe if you enjoyed this foray into the lo-fi world. So thanks very much. See you next time.